Hello everyone in the We Collect Wrestling universe. This is my very first review on All Elite Wrestling. Has to do with the Revolution pay-per-view. If you haven't already been on Instagram, please check out, as I have some pretty good clips of some pretty good moves from all the matches. If there's any matches that I missed, like the buy-in, I apologize. I tried to catch the buy-in, but I caught the very end of it when Colt Cabana had already come out. So there's your first spoiler. Yes, so the review has to do with all the matches in All Elite Wrestling. If you haven't shown up for the reviews and you came for the candy dispenser, I will have that towards the end of the video. It will not be John Cena. I felt around, I made sure there's no hat on this guy. So it's anybody but John Cena, yes. I will try and get the candy dispenser's actual display box, as it has Ultimate Warrior on it. So once I get that bought, I will show that in a video as well. On to the review. So if you haven't already watched, go on Instagram. I have some incredible scenes, video clips. You get what the gist is. Sorry, first review, I don't want to edit it. I had things going on in the video and then the camera decided to ask me about settings. It's like, how do you go and you have this great video going and then the camera messes up and you gotta start over. So, first match, buy-in, SCU versus Dark Order. They've been doing a very good storyline for a while. I'd say about the last month and a half, teasing who can be the Exalted One. Well, I didn't get anything but the end when Colt Cabana came out, so I don't know who won. You can always help others in the comments below knowing who won. Or you can get on YouTube and look at some of the reviews. There's plenty of people that put out the actual content. I don't want to steal from All Elite Wrestling by promoting the entire Revolution on a channel because that steals from them. I don't mind putting clips up to get people excited to actually pay for the pay-per-view and support them, because the most important thing you can do to support somebody is to not only show it on social media, but to support them financially if they do give you joy. I mean, if you're going to put $60 into a video game, why not put money into your entertainment? You're going to go spend money on a movie, it's the same with wrestling. They're just doing it in a different way. So, get out there, support them. Next match. Don't want to get too off course. This was the Dustin Rhodes hype match, where we've been waiting for Jake Hager to finally make his wrestling debut, and that's what he did against Dustin Rhodes. Sorry, not really scripted on this, I just go right with it. Very good brawling match. I expected Jake Hager to demolish Dustin Rhodes, which he did at the very end, make him pass out and unable to, perform the three things with the arm, So with that, Jake Hager did get his first victory because they had to give it to him. Why build this guy up if you're going to let him lose? With that being said, the second match was Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. I apologize. Darby Allin. Incredible. Right as soon as the match even thought about getting started, Darby Allin launches himself out of the ring into Sammy Guevara, starting a brawl outside the ring. If you've been on Instagram, you can see Sammy doing a double front flip into the table, into Darby Allin before the match even starts. Inside, when the match starts, you'll see way more incredible spots. You'll see the coffin drop at the very end. Very incredible match. Can't wait to see what happens with those two, as it shows that they're not done and there'll probably be some more matches. Next one up, sorry if they're not in complete order, trying to remember the order as I do. Again, I'm not going to write a script out for my videos, I just refuse to do that. The third match is Kenny Omega, Hangman Page versus Young Bucks. So I had already said Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin was probably match of the year. But then came the Young Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. So same thing as expected. Hangman Page playing Hangman Page, acting all cocky. thinking that he can do it all by himself, but the Young Bucks showed you piss them off, you're gonna get the super kick. In the end, yes, Hangman Page and Kenny Omega did hold the belts, continue their reign. That's because, as it's known, it's a very touch and go if you are not only a part of corporate dealings, but being on the show. If they were to become champions, you'd hear people saying, oh, the Young Bucks sold out, they did it so that they can get a championship. No, they did it for the love of the sport, and that's why they don't have the belts. They are good enough to have the belts, but why not let someone else shine? The whole point was to bring in talent, not to bury them, but to bring them up. So very good job. Thank you for bringing Hangman Page into the picture so people know who he is, get an idea of his character, and let it flourish. Next match, not in probably the best order, but we'll go on to Cody Rhodes versus MJF. Great build-up for the last few months. Great steel cage match. Now we have the actual final match that we've been waiting for. His revenge against MJF. And yes, he did get his revenge. Did not get the victory, but he got his revenge nonetheless. He just went for one too many crossroads. So if you haven't already seen, please get out there and look on your many YouTube channels, as they do have clips out there of the match. But please understand, again, these are people that are trying to bring up younger talent. I did want to see him get his revenge. I did want to see him get his victory, as I do like Cody Rhodes. But they're doing all this to help the younger talent get views, get people on their side, or hate them, whatever the case may be. So expect this story to continue. Expect MJF to possibly get another victory. But Cody Rhodes, in the end, will get his revenge. He will get the ultimate victory. Alright, so trying to remember what other matches there were exactly in there. But we'll go on to Orange Cassidy versus the Bastard Pac. So in this, everybody's sitting there like, oh man, this guy had hands in his pockets, trying to play chill, not really wrestling. A lot of these new fans thinking we're going to see a boring match. No, this is where we got to see a taste, just a taste of what Orange Cassidy can do. He was mainly there to give you a taste. So, I apologize if this ain't the most entertaining review. Again, this is my first review on All Elite Wrestling. Thank you for your patience as I get better. I will not write out a script, but I will try to remember these matches better. Orange Cassidy had a good kickoff with the Bastard Pac until he got mad and pushed Orange Cassidy away. There's a spot that I have on Instagram, and I really want you to check it out. Get on Instagram to We Collect Wrestling. See the clip. So, the Bastard Pac spent the last couple of minutes beating the heck out of Orange Cassidy to show him, oh, you're no real wrestler. You're just a comedy joke. Orange Cassidy's laying on the ground, turns over, smiles at Pac, who's sitting outside the ring. Pac looks at the camera, does a little smile, giggle. Pan over to Orange Cassidy, who's rolling, gets up, does some incredible work, and then the rest is history. So, I'm not trying to take away from Evolution or from the Revolution. Please get out there and watch it, pay and support. But I will tell you some clips and whatnot, and I'll get better at this as I go. Alright, so try not to forget any other matches. Almost forgot the women's match, so don't think of me as sexist. Just, it wasn't important enough to be even considered on the card. But we have to have women's wrestling in the revolution of wrestling. You can't evolve without adapting. And right now, women's revolution is the biggest thing going on. It's been going on for over 5 years, and it's still running strong. We have them main eventing not only things like WrestleMania, but they're also on All Elite Wrestling, and hopefully we'll see some more as we get more talent in. But Nyla Rose is the current women's champion. Very controversial. Even I have my own controversy to it, not because of the trends that has to do with it, not because of her size, it's because of her skill. If you want a great example of why she should not be wrestling, or at least wrestling for this promotion, the biggest match of her career against Chris Statlander, someone that's wrestled men, wrestled big women, not afraid to get in there and get dirty. But when you are several times very close to injuring somebody over sloppy moves, you should not be wrestling at all. I mean, it's one thing to have a passion for wrestling. I have a passion for wrestling, but I'm not going to go out there and act like I know what I'm doing and then paralyze somebody. Watch her power bombs, watch her off the top rope. Chris Statlander was going to suplex her off the top, but because she's so big and she's not willing to sell the move, it was done very badly. So please, please, please continue working hard, Kenny Omega, to get this women's revolution off the ground with All Elite Wrestling. Get away from the big talent like Nyla Rose. Focus on people like Big Swole. Focus on people like Chris Statlander, Riho. Just know your fan base. Work around it. We will get this corrected. Last match that I can remember, Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho versus Jon Moxley. Biggest match of the night. Championship on the line. Very incredible match. If you haven't watched it, again, please get on to All Elite Wrestling. Buy the pay-per-view. It was very well worth it. Spoiler alert. Just kidding, because this whole thing is full of spoilers. Jon Moxley wins it. He is your new champion. I will see him in Denver as the champion. I will get clips as close as I can of him and his celebration. I will also get clips of the Inner Circle, as they are no doubt going to cause some mayhem on Wednesday's Dynamite, because if you've seen, anytime Chris Jericho loses a match, he throws a temper tantrum. So, without any more reluctance on this very long video, I'm excited to open this because I'm hoping for Sting, and I don't know what's in here. As you can see, I have not opened it yet. I did feel around, so I'm hoping it's one of two things: Sting or the Ultimate Warrior. I'm going to find out now, show it with you. Here we go. I'm getting too much into talking. Time for some action, buddies. Who is the best at filling things out? Who's the best? No John Cena here. I wanted Sting. I made sure I got Sting. As you saw, it was unopened. I opened it, got my Sting. So if I do end up buying the rest of them in the display, I'll probably sell the little packages and keep the display, because the only two that I wanted was the Ultimate Warrior and Sting. And now I have Sting, and when I get the display, I'll have the Ultimate Warrior. On the inside, it tells you who you can get. Still don't know who the mystery superstar is. As it shows, it could easily be Sheamus. This is what they have here. It says, look for other fun candy dispensers and products. It looks like you can get a few other people. I don't know if this is in the same collection, so maybe I should just buy them and open them all up, right? I mean, it's only $3 each. This is the little poster that comes with it. If you want this or anything else that you see on We Collect Wrestling, as always, keep in contact, as I'm happy to get things out to those that love wrestling and are into collecting. So thank you very much for tuning into this review and opening, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week.